What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another 118 review. Today I have a very special model that I feel really bad because I've really been neglecting this model. I probably got this model about 3 months ago, and it's still sitting in the styrofoam casing, and I haven't reviewed it yet, but today's the day we're finally going to free it, and it's going to get its permanent housing spot, which is going to be a really nice display case. But regardless, let me get this lifted up. This is a really poor backdrop, seeing the styrofoam box. This model did come in a box, but it came in a very generic Spark box, so there wasn't really anything special about it. If I remember correctly, I believe that this was a demo model. I got it for an absolutely incredible price, and I'll go over that with you. I'll tell you where I got it from as well. Probably a lot of you guys that collect 118 Sparks probably know this store. But yeah, let's get this lifted up. What this is this is going to be the Spark Model Porsche 997 RSR. This is the Proton Competition that competed in 2013 Le Mans. It is an absolutely iconic 997. It is gorgeous. We're going to go over its pros and cons. And right now we're going to get it out of this styrofoam casing so we can get a better look at it. So guys, it's actually been quite a long time since we've done a 997. We went crazy with 118 997s at the beginning of our 118 journey, but we took a little bit of a break. We started getting some different Porsche models, but now we are back where we started with the fantastic 997 RSR. So let's get this into position. Let's start going over this bad boy. Alrighty guys, back with the fantastic 997 RSR Proton Competition 2013 Le Mans. So this is actually a really fantastic model. This model kind of integrates the 997.1 RSR. This is a 997.2, but this is kind of where they started switching things over for the final year, the 2014 Le Mans year. And this is pretty much just the step below where the Flying Lizard was. You'll see some differences on the back bumper, but overall there's a lot of similarities with this model with the Flying Lizard. Again, when you get these models, when you go through your progressions for the years, you start to see the differences of what they did different onto the bodies. So this is pretty cool. So this one has a very similar front bumper to the Flying Lizard. It's got these massive, huge, aggressive cuts with actual grilling on the inside of here. This is something that the AutoArt 997.1 that I have does not have. And actually the Flying Lizard, the 2014 Le Mans Flying Lizard that I reviewed, does have this specific style bumper. Fantastic canard details in the front right here. We have some block offs right here. This one is kind of out just a little bit, but it's not too bad. But still kind of a blocked off section here. We got some great auxiliary lights, not quite as many as the Flying Lizard, but we have one right here on this blocked off turn signal part, and then two in the front bumper, two main ones. All of them are yellow tinted, which I absolutely love, so that's fantastic. We got a very subtle, very small front diffuser that barely sticks out here, but we got some great hardware detail here so you can see the bolts where it bolts it in. We have the Michelin sponsorship sticker here. Has it, Manitou, and BBS, so very nice. Absolutely fantastic headlight details. Super good depth on these headlights. They are crazy if you see these things in person. Black housing, yellow tint on the headlights, and then we have kind of like a little bit of overlay to kind of make them a little more focused, I guess you can say, when they're racing, kind of give it a slightly different look. So that's pretty cool. And then we don't have as crazy of front fender flares as the Flying Lizard in 2014, but we do have some pretty decent flaring here on the front fender. This is very comparable to the 997.1, the AutoArt model that I reviewed, so very comparable. Alrighty, going down the line here to the left side, we have fantastic wheel detail. These are going to be polished BBS race wheels, center lock, just like all typical Porsches. We have the BBS sticker right here. So unfortunately no valve stems on this particular model, which is really surprising because the Flying Lizard had it. So a little disappointing there, but again, that's kind of an extraordinary feature that I always consider with models, and especially Spark. But very nice polished design. As you can see, we're still retaining that amazing race tire look, the Michelin race tires. On the 997, we have these smaller ones up front, and we have these massive fat boys in the back, so we still haven't gotten to the 991 stage where they're more like all this size. So definitely a really cool classic look that the 997 retains here. Amazing rear fender design. It wraps around the rear wheels very, very well. Some really cool kind of bolts right here that are holding that rear fender on. So great detail there. We have an actual grille right here for this back bumper part right here. And we also have a really great black splitter design with a brushed silver center section that you will see when we flip this thing to the rear. Obviously a much more subtle rear bumper than the Flying Lizard. If you guys remember that thing is absolutely crazy off the walls. You know, just massively cut on the side with kind of a built-in diffuser back down here, kind of halfway up the bumper. Absolutely fantastic design, but they did not use that design on this here Le Mans. We have the Felbermayer sticker, which is pretty synonymous with Proton and Dempsey Proton Racing. The 991 RSR actually looks strikingly similar to this. It's silver with black. But yeah, we have that. We have amateur class badging here, amateur class. Number plate on the side. We have 24-hour Le Mans in French here. And then we have kind of a shortened version here, both of them in gold letters, which is pretty cool. And then we have the World Endurance Championship sticker here. This one does not, unfortunately, does not have the pinkish hue to show you that this lights up at night, like some later Spark models. I believe this model was manufactured quite a while ago, so maybe they didn't deploy that method as far as making the numbers look like they have some kind of depth, like they light up at night. But regardless, it looks great. Again, just kind of a supernatural feature that a lot of Spark models have. And this is one thing I always like to see. I always like to see Spark sponsorship stickers on actual models. That is, in fact, a real sponsorship. Spark did sponsor this race team, so there's their sticker there. There's the Paged and Mobile One sponsorship stickers on the side. So you know, not too busy of a livery, just very clean, very good looking, and that's something I can definitely appreciate about this model. On the spoiler here, we have actual holes right here on the spoiler winglets, which is great. You can stick the tip of spike through them, looks very, very good. We have the updated 997.2 extended mirrors. This is a feature that the Flying Lizard did have as well. These very long, very aerodynamic mirrors to be able to look past this very aggressive rear wide body section. So very nice to see those. One downside about this model, but this is real to the real car, so you got to give props to Spark for nailing the accuracy as much as of a detail killer it might be. But the windows are tinted virtually solid black. So that is real to the car. It's kind of a detail breaker, but it's not a fault of Spark at all. This is actually how this car looks. Extremely dark tinted windows. You can barely see through them. You cannot really make out any detail. So, and the back window is actually the same. So all of the detail checking that we're going to be doing on this model is unfortunately only going to be able to be done through the windshield, really. Now these rear quarter panels, the bolts for the Lexan windows look pretty good, pretty basic, but they still look good. You can see a little bit inside of these vents here on the rear quarter windows, and you can see some detail back there. You can see white cage, white floorboard, so you can clearly see through these vented slots in this rear quarter window on both sides. That Spark did not skimp out on the quality on the inside, despite you know, having some visibility blocked, unfortunately, but a testament to Spark's quality. Alrighty, checking out the back of the Proton Competition 2013 Le Mans 997 RSR. We have our very fabulously shaped spoiler center section, very robust resin center section with kind of a carbon finish, a very fine carbon finish. We have a gurney flap on the back here. Looks very good. This model is brand new. This is not a used model. And I actually obtained this model from Boutique Auto Salon in Paris, France. It is a flagship store of Spark. So they have two flagship stores, one in Tokyo, one in Paris. This is from the Paris store. I got this model for $130 US shipped. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely unbelievable. Like I mentioned, I think it might have been a display model, but I'm not absolutely sure. But the reason why I'm telling you this is because I had to assemble the spoiler. The spoiler was actually set in the package, completely unmounted, so I had to mount the uprights, had to mount it into the body. So there we go, and I wanted to share that with you guys. But yeah, definitely a new model, not a used model. We have metal spoiler side winglets, and as mentioned, there is true holes on the sides here, which is great detail by Spark. We have a great third brake light section here. We have a section back here for the grilling, just like the road-going GT3 RS model of this car. And there is some grilling back there. I don't think it's a true grill. I think it's more context, like texture, but still, I consider that a great detail. We have metal rear engine cover releases, as always with Spark, 2 red arrows. We have a little piece right here. Not sure if that's an emergency shutoff or not, but we have that there. The Pentacom sponsorship sticker, and that's an iQoon sponsorship sticker. We have Remus Sports Exhaust, a great exhaust manufacturer. They actually sponsored this car, which is great. And then we have Action Road safety sticker right here. The amateur badge, fantastic exhaust detailing right here. I love this exhaust detail. They are slightly angled in, and then they have a pie cut tip so that the exhaust gas exits straight out. So very good detail. Really super cool exhaust design. And then again, here's that brushed center section for the rear diffuser. If you like big crazy diffusers, the 997s really don't have that except for the 2014 Le Mans models. Like the Flying Lizard, it's got a big old section cut out here. But on this one, the diffusers are actually very well hid. Not very much wind channeling. This is kind of before that, that big technology outbreak where they, figured out that adding some wind channeling down here actually improves aerodynamics and wind channeling and air diffusing. So these models don't really have that, but still looks really great, really clean. We have actual grilling right here on this rear bumper, right here and right here. So overall, fantastic model. Looks absolutely great. And the taillights, the best 997 taillights I've ever seen are on this model, or on all Spark 997 models that I've seen so far. Extremely good depth. Very nice black outline to kind of separate here, just like the real car. These are 997.2s, so these are the updated LED taillights. So you get fantastic, really fantastic depth. Some like factory light diffusion on that turn signal in there. It looks absolutely great. I've never seen better ones than Spark. And another view from the money shot, as I like to call it. I forgot to mention we do have a metal tow hook back here on the bumper with the red sticker going to it. Spark very infamous for putting actual metal tow hooks, metal exhaust, things of that nature, and that's what really separates Spark from the rest of the competition. But yeah, very, very good. Very sleek design. If you're just beginning to become a Porsche enthusiast and you like really super aggressive Porsches, the 997 RSR might not exactly be for you, at least up until 2013. The shape of the body just very elegant, very subtle aerodynamic upgrades, to this race car. If you want something a little more, I guess I would say aggressive and just all out crazy, I'd say start looking at 991 RSR models, 992 GT3Rs. Those are some of the craziest of the crazy aggressive. Also some really old cars like the 2.1 Carrera Martini, ones like that one. Those ones are crazy, but the 997 just has a really, really great classic clean look that I happen to appreciate, but not everybody might. And taking a look at the right side, pretty much all the same as the left side, so we're not going to go over all that stuff again, but here is the air charge port right here. Again, rear quarter panel has the venting for the windows, so you can see in there a little bit. And actually, one thing that's really cool that's different on this one is that this one has a little tiny scoop right here. The other side does not have a little scoop, it's just all cuts, but this one has a little scoop right here to channel layer into there, so that's pretty neat. And taking a look at the front, fantastic detailing here. We have some excellent grille work, very large mouth, very large opening on the front. Kind of looks like a smiley face, definitely like that look. It gives it kind of a mean, aggressive look. Again, yellow tinted headlights and auxiliary lights all over the front. This one doesn't. This one has quite a few auxiliary lights, but not quite as much as the Flying Lizard, but that's okay. It's absolutely completely accurate to this year car. We have great metal front trunk releases here with red arrows going to them. Porsche badge right here, as always. And then again, really fantastic aerodynamics here. Love how the... One thing I really love about this style 997 is how it's so skinny and so like stock looking on this portion right here where the canards are and stuff. And then you just get this wild, crazy, just, you know, flare right here as soon as you get to the front flares. So I think that's a pretty cool look. Maybe not all people would appreciate it, but I certainly appreciate it on this model. Alrighty, so checking out the top, we'll go ahead and hold this one since we're going to be able to fly through this pretty good, especially since we can't see through the windows. So we have some great venting here, 1, 2, 3, 4 vents right here. Extremely good depth here on the front. And if I remember right, the Flying Lizard had a different style hood, so this is kind of in between before they upgraded that. Pretty decent fuel fill design right here. We got the Felbermayr logo right here, the F on the front. We got two really good scoop designs right here. There is actual grilling, at least consistency on the back there, so that's really nice. German flag over here on the right side front fender. And just looking at the top here, we don't have, we have our e-stop and fire suppression sticker here, but we don't have any lanyards on this one, unfortunately. Still, that's quite okay. We have fantastic front window wiper design. These are really cool, and I had to attach one of these one time, and they're very difficult because they're not a flat piece. In fact, they stand up to kind of give them a better look, better context, but really cool front wiper design. We have the Proton Competition banner here. We have what would usually be the Circle R stickers here, but they're orange, so that's a really cool look. We have a little cutout right here, and that's going to be for a light that is Le Mans related. So that's pretty cool. As far as looking on the inside, this is our only chance to look on the inside. So we're going to have to try to find everything we can from this view and hopefully not catch all the glare. So we'll kind of hold it right there. So we have excellent dash design, full through venting. Except for these side ones right here, they're kind of contoured and textured, which is okay. I don't expect them to be able to do full out grilling on those, but that's really nice. Two more vents up there. We have a stand-up display. Let me see if I can move this again. That should work right there. We have an actual standalone display standing up on that front dash right there. So that's an excellent friggin' capture of detail right there. Very nice. We have some really good AC ducting. Let me move real quick. So we have one right here by the left side A pillar. And then we have one that's down here on the dash facing the driver. We have a black steering wheel. Really good detail. We have a yellow stripe, a yellow center stripe on that steering wheel. Black race bucket. We do have harnesses in there. A little bit difficult to see, but I'm pretty sure... sorry for the poor angle, guys. But I'm pretty sure if it follows every other Spark model, those are going to be black Schroth racing decals. So very cool. One thing you're going to notice right here, I'll try to hold it steady so I can zoom in right there. That is a camera. That is an onboard camera. So it has a bracket that hangs down from the roof. And yeah, that's a camera. That's just absolutely unbelievable detail. It's kind of unfortunate we can't see it better from the sides and stuff. But again, this is accurate to the real 1/1 cars, so we cannot blame Spark for that. Really good detail, really good firewall detail. excellent modules. We got a white ice, dry ice box down on the floor. There you go. You can see the handle right there. So really good center console design. It's really difficult to see it all from the front, but it's all there, guys. Really good harness detail. Again, just because the windows are tinted absolutely pitch black on the sides of this car, it doesn't take away any detail or any quality that Spark is typically known for on the inside. So that's great. Maybe from this angle you'll be able to see this light better too for the banner. That's pretty cool too. It's a blue light. Definitely reflective, so it looks like an actual lens. So absolutely fantastic detail capturing from Spark as usual. We have our driver stickers here. So we have Reed, Rhoda, and Roberti right here. We have two antennas, so not too crazy on the top here. We have a shorter antenna and a taller antenna. I did have to affix these as well. These were supplied, so definitely a brand new model. They definitely did not come off or fall off. There was no glue or anything holding those on. Again, really good dry carbon detail on the rear spoiler here. Really good shaping. And then we had Freed Speed on the back. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Again, just a really simple design. Really simple livery. We have Generali banner on the back, sticker here, Green Network. Our energy is all around you. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Just a very, very clean race livery. And again, yeah, guys, you try to look through those windows, pitch black. You can see a little tiny bit of detail on the back if the glare misses you. But yeah, you can see you can barely make out the rear firewall, the roll cage design. You can see all the harness detail. Again, they did not skip out on detail or quality at all on this model, regardless of the pitch black lights. so yeah, friggin' cool, friggin' sick. I love it. Super clean model, super clean livery, absolutely iconic livery. I love it. So I'm going to get this bad boy off of the base. We're going to get it on the turntable, and then we'll go over our final thoughts. Alright guys, so we're back with the 2013 Lemans Proton Competition 997 RSR Porsche. So fantastic model. It's been a while since we've done a 997 review, and like I said, I've had this thing sitting for like 3 months, so I feel really, really bad. I haven't had a chance to display it yet, but I'm super excited that I finally got it off the base, finally get it in a display case, and get this beautiful thing displayed in my collection. So what do I think overall about this model? I think it's a fantastic model. I think it's absolutely 100% accurate to the real car, despite some of the features that we kind of miss here as far as, you know, being able to see inside these windows. You got to look pretty much everything through the windshield. You're going to have to try to find everything through the windshield, but that's not a fault of the model. That's more so a fault of the 1-1 car for having such dark tinted windows on the side. But regardless, this is a fantastic model. It's completely accurate. No valve stems, but that's okay. Again, that's kind of an extraordinary feature, but I've seen it on quite a few other Sparks, and it would have been nice to have it on this one as well. But no biggie, no big deal. But besides that, nothing really to complain about. At the beginning of the review, I did say that this block off for the front turn signal is coming up just a little bit. So, you know, maybe that, but really, I really can't complain too much, guys, because as mentioned before, I paid $130 shipped US for this car. Again, probably a display model or a model that's just on clearance, but regardless, I was actually searching and looking up this model, trying to find it for sale, and it was really, really hard to find it under 250 bucks, but I was really lucky enough to find this model available through Boutique Auto Salon in Paris. So huge shout out to them. Again, that's a flagship Spark store, so directly affiliated with Spark, not a third-party seller. So really fantastic deal. And if you remember last episode, that beautiful Herbert Motorsports 992 GT3R I reviewed, I actually pre-ordered that car through them. So I'll always vouch for them. Really great models. Usually one of the first to receive the Spark releases. So yeah, go check them out if you're interested in any of these 118 Porsches. So as far as the rating goes, guys, I'm giving this one a 9.5 out of 10. The only knocks on it, you know, just the really dark tinted windows and maybe just the little tiny bit of slight separation here for the front turn signal block off. But other than that, this car is beautiful. If you like really plain, really clean, crisp liveries, this one is for you. This one is absolutely fantastic. I did forget to mention that this one does have the Le Mans pole position lighting on the side, so on both sides here. So that's a fantastic detail. They are separate pieces. They are placed in an embedded section of the model. So very, very excellent, great detail on that, as Spark always does with the Le Mans models. This model is fantastic, guys, and I feel like anybody who decides to pull the trigger on this model will be extremely happy. I know I am. I'm super happy to finally have it out of the packaging and be able to show it to you guys and add it to my collection. If you're interested in this model specifically, I would highly recommend looking for it now rather than waiting, because the price is going up on this model and it is extremely hard to find, so good luck. So yeah, guys, that'll do it for this one. Hope you enjoyed the review. Again, please hit the like button on your way out. Consider subscribing if you like these 118 reviews. And even if you don't like 118 reviews, I got a treat coming up for you guys next for all you 164 fans up there. I'm going to be reviewing these 4 Star Race Porsche 992 GT3Rs. They look fantastic. As a matter of fact, I do have a little bit of experience with the first one in this line, which I'm not going to show you. I'm just going to show you the very tops of them because I like to tease the upcoming reviews. So stay tuned for that if you like 164 stuff. And I'm super excited to show those models with you guys and go over them, and I hope you like it. So happy hunting, happy collecting, happy customizing, guys, and remember, it's about the cars. The Proton Competition 2013 Le Mans Porsche 997 RSRs, not the money. See you on the next episode.